Hey my glam girls, welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea, where we talk about all things glam and all things girly. Today we are talking about my June favorites and an update on a couple of products that I tried in June that I just want to share some updated thoughts with you guys on. So stay tuned for all of that. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I truly do appreciate it. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing. Actually, don't consider it, just go ahead and subscribe. I'm really trying to reach 20K by the end of this year, and your help would be greatly appreciated. Now, let's get right into this video. Okay, so June, I was kind of out of commission for about 2 weeks. If you didn't know, I had a tonsillectomy about mid-June, June 14th. So I didn't do a lot with makeup, but I did do some things with beauty and makeup. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. So first, let's start off with two products that I want to, well, one product I wanna update you on, and then the other product is a favorite. So the one product that I wanna update you on is the Pat McGrath. This is her Luxe Eyeshadow Quad in Passion Floor. So she released this eyeshadow quad with her Blush Balm collection. And I initially, like when I saw this color scheme, saw the shadows, I was like, oh, I'm gonna need it. And can we talk about the packaging? It's pink. And if you know me, you know I love pink. This eyeshadow palette is a nice eyeshadow palette, but it definitely is quite linear, a little one-dimensional. And I will say that every time that I've used this eyeshadow quad, when I'm finished with my look, I'm like, it's cute, period. So, in my opinion, this eyeshadow palette is nice, but it's not gonna be one that's gonna give you the most diverse looks. And in terms of like impact of shadows, each formula, or because there's really only two formulas in this quad, both of the formulas are amazing, but this eyeshadow palette did not wow me as much as this bronze eyeshadow quad, y'all. When I say this thing still knocks me off my feet, I'm about to go out of town for vacation. It's right in my makeup bag, that's where I was looking for it. This one just did it for me. I feel like you can get more diverse looks with this quad. So I would just say that if you were interested in this particular quad, formula is amazing. I have been very happy with every one of my looks, but I think I was expecting the wow factor from the bronze quad, and I didn't get it with this one. So I like this product, but it's not a favorite. I will definitely use it again because these are tones that I like, but it just didn't, like, you know, tickle my fancy, if you will. So that's the update on that. However, couple of favorites from that collection, I really did enjoy the Balm Blush in the shade Divine Rose. I wore this shade out the beginning part of June before I had my tonsillectomy, and it's such a beautiful, like, neutral, soft tone blush shade that I can wear with pretty much any look. My favorite way to apply these, because these are a little more dewy, is to either swatch it on the back of my hand like you see here and then stipple my brush in it and apply it on top of my cheeks. Or just more than that, I just actually take my brush, swipe it onto the balm stick, and then apply it on powdered skin. I feel like I get the most bang for my buck and the most pigmentation show through when I apply these balm blushes on powdered skin versus applying them on unpowdered skin. I have learned, do not swipe the product if you already have makeup on your face, because it will lift up the product on your face. But using it the way that I just described it, swiping my brush on it and then stippling it onto the cheek on top of powder, it is so beautiful. It lasts about 6 to 8 hours, so pretty much it'll get me through a work day, and I really enjoy using this formula and this shade. I reach for this shade the most. Okay, then moving on to the last favorite from that collection is the Duo Highlight and Balm Stick. It is the highlight that I'm wearing today, and today I actually did put the balm down first, and then I placed the highlight on top. I used just a small amount, and because the formula is about the same in terms of the balm side, I used the balm side the same way that I used the balm blushes. I took my brush, swiped it on top, and then stippled it onto the cheek in tapping motions. And then for the actual like highlighter side, because this formula is not so balmy, I can apply it onto the cheeks. I can, you know, like swipe it onto the cheeks like so. And that iridescence right there just does it for me. It is so, so pretty. I love all of the tones. So you see like pinks and blues, greens, if you will. I mean, just purples, so pretty. And even though it has like that iridescence, it doesn't look overly glittery on the cheeks. Like today, you see just a nice, beautiful sheen coming through because I didn't apply a lot. And I have really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed this one as well. So I'm very happy with that entire collection. I'm glad that I got it, but those two products have been the ones that I really have continued to use over and over again from the collection. Let's talk about some brushes, okay? So Sonia G came out with her sheer buffer brush and I cannot put this down. So mine is dirty, I'm sorry, I've been using it. But if you look at it, it's going to be composed of, I wanna say it's composed of both synthetic and natural hairs. If I am wrong in what I just said, I'll just correct myself right here on the screen. But you can see that there are longer hairs here on the top and then you have the shorter, denser hairs. And any blush powder product that you tend to find it a little more difficult to get the right amount of pigmentation because maybe it's a little too intense in its pigmentation, this is the brush for you. You can also use cream products with it. So for instance, I immediately thought about the Dior Backstage blush in the shade Mahogany. Let me get that real quick. So this particular blush is definitely a bronzer on me, right? But even when I applied this as a bronzer to the face, it still looked overly, like a little muddy and just too pigmented. So taking the Sonia G Sheer Buffer, you can just tap your brush in whatever product it is, and then I'm just gonna blend it out on the back of my hand. It just diffuses the blush or the product so beautifully. So as you can see here, it doesn't look muddy. It doesn't look thick and, you know, too much at one time. Just to compare it so you can kind of get a feel for what I'm talking about. Another favorite that I want to talk about, this is Sonia G's Face Pro Brush. Love this. This is my blush. This is my brush of choice for bronzer. I just love how it fits the contour of the face. But let's see it in the same product. Tapping the brush in it. And this is a brush that does have more diffuse hairs, so it doesn't like pack the product onto your face. But even still, we can see, I hope you can see more concentration of the bronzer blush shade on this hand versus this hand. You just get like an even distribution of the product with this sheer buffer brush, and it is stunning. For all of like my bronzers and blushes, this is the brush that I've been reaching for non-stop. It is so beautiful. I have a feeling that I need to just purchase me another one. The brand did send this one to me and I'm so thankful for them sending it to me, but I think I need to purchase one myself so I can have two, because like this brush is, all of Sonia G's brushes are 100% amazing. I have never come across one that's just like, no. This has to be one of her best brushes. Hands down, has to be one of the best ones. Face Pro one is another one that I've been reaching for, like I said, for a bronzer. I just love how it fits the contour of my face. Oh, let me not do too much because I don't want to mess up my face with this and that mahogany shade. But I love how it fits the contour of my face. So I love to use this one for bronzer. So like both of these are the ones that I've been reaching for bronzer, and then definitely for blush as well. And I've actually used this for highlight too, just like concentrating it right along here. If you have not tried Sonia G's brushes, give them a try. Okay, the last brush that I want to talk about is by Miss Danessa Myricks. She came out with her first ever brush, and it is composed of synthetic hairs. This is what she calls her Yummy Face 1.0 brush. So I'm like 1.0 means we're gonna get a 2.0, which means we might get a 3.0. Really excited for this new launch for her. I love the actual shape of the brush because I love brushes that are shaped in an angled way for complexion. I also love how like small and concise it is because it can really fit any part of your face. Like I've blended out concealer with this, of course foundation. I have blended out bronzer and blush. Today I applied blush with it. Highlight, like this is really one of those like universal brushes that you can use all across the face. It reminds me of the Rose & Ben C41 brush in terms of just like the shape of it, and she adores this brush for her balm powders. So I saw it and I was like, that makes sense. But this is a really beautiful brush. It's composed of synthetic hairs. And one of my favorite things about this brush that not all brushes do is that it really doesn't absorb a lot of product at all. So essentially, whatever product that you put on here, the majority of it is going to go on your face versus being absorbed by the actual bristles. So I really like this about this brush. I think it's great. So happy to have it. I did pick this one up myself. I didn't receive it from the brand. Okay, now moving on to my go-to bronzer. So I uploaded a Reels and a YouTube Shorts about it. This Christian Dior Forever Natural Bronze in the shade 005 Warm Bronze. I cannot put this down. So I talked about this earlier in June. I did a video basically about new launches from the brand, or newer launches, and I hadn't tried this particular bronzer. I have another one by them, but not this one. I cannot put it down. I love the outer packaging of it as well, this limited edition packaging, but the bronzer itself blends so effortlessly into the skin. It is the bronzer that I'm wearing today, and it's so smooth, soft, gives me good pigmentation, but it doesn't look harsh on the skin at all. It's just a beautiful formula. So excited to have this, and it's going back in my makeup bag that I'm traveling with because I've been enjoying it that much. And that might be it for the makeup. Oh, hold on, I've got a couple more products. How could I forget Danessa Myricks Yummy Glow Serum Skin Tint. Yummy Serum Skin Tint, not Glow Serum. Serum Skin Tint. Okay, so very quickly, I've already uploaded a video where I'm talking about my best recommendations for skin tints for the summer. Check it out, it's a good one. But I go into a little bit more depth about this product. I have it in 3 shades, shades 8, 9, and 10. So check out that video to see what they look like against my skin. But I pulled myself out of bed 5 days after my tonsillectomy, and I was like, I will create content because I cannot wait to get this on my face. And I remember being like, I cannot talk, can't do a voiceover for this, but I'll just put this on my face, show you what it looks like in studio lighting and natural lighting, and get back in bed. And that's exactly what I did, and I did not regret it one bit. Did not regret it one bit. This is amazing. So very quickly, this was inspired by her Yummy Glow Serum. So if you've ever tried the Yummy Glow Serum, you know this is a beautiful hydrating product that balances the skin, boosts the skin's hydration exponentially, and is just infused with so many great ingredients for the skin. So this skin tint has been inspired by that. So it has a lot of those same great ingredients in it, and it's also formulated with pigments to help balance out the skin, tone down your redness, and kind of do some soft correction to the skin. It is stunning. It lasts exponentially all day, and this is a skin tint that can be worn with any type of skin that you have, whether it's dry skin all the way to oily skin. The key to it is prepping your skin so it works for you. So if you have drier skin, go in with a really good hydrating moisturizer, a hydrating primer. One of you all commented on my skin tint video and you were like, hey, I tried this product, it was still too dry for my skin. And you were like, I used a really good moisturizer as well. My suggestion would be maybe go in first with a beauty oil, then go in with your hydrating primer. So cleanse your skin, moisturize. Go in with the beauty oil, go in with the really hydrating primer, and then apply this, because depending on how dry your skin is, you just might need that extra boost of hydration from the other 2 products. And if you're like, oh, that's too much, I don't want to do all that, that is perfectly fine and understandable. But sometimes, depending on what the product is and how we might want to use it, it might be worth just trying a couple of other steps to see if you can make the product work for you. And if you can't, hey, you tried it, it just didn't work for you. On the other end of the spectrum, if you have really oily skin, I would definitely say go in with your mattifying primers, put the product on, set it with powder, and it will last. It is so beautiful on the skin, and it is one of those products that you can throw on your face, put a gloss on, and be out the door, or you can glam it up. It is stunning. So really have been enjoying this product. Another skin tint that I have not been able to put down, MAC Face and Body. I know, nothing new, okay, but it's just beautiful. I wear the shade N5. Oh, and the Yummy Skin Tint, shade 10 works really great all over my face. But yeah, N5, I think I talked about this last month. I'm still reaching for it. It's gonna go in my makeup bag as well for me to travel with out of town. So it's the Yummy Glow Serum Skin Tint. But I just really love the lighter coverage that this gives, and I also love that like nice luminous finish. that this particular one gives as well. So those two I have been enjoying. Okay, that's it for the makeup, because, you know, we didn't do too much. But let's get into some body. Oh, one more makeup product. ONESIZE pink powder. Yes, ma'am. Okay, yes, ma'am. It is the powder that I'm wearing today. It just looks so flawless on the skin. Makes the skin look just effortlessly put together. Pores are invisible. You have that like light brightened effect because of the pink powder. And what's great about this is that it gives you that brighter effect without it being too much and too intense for more everyday wear. Danessa came out with a pink powder that I absolutely love. Y'all know, if you don't know, her Evolution powder, shade 01, staple. Staple, right? So with this pink powder, I love it just the same. But this gives more of like a perfected, flawless, like red carpet look. So for some people, this may not be the powder that you want to use every day because you might look a little too done up. I love it, however. It's a favorite of mine, so we're throwing this in here too. But the ONESIZE one, I will have to admit, this is like your everyday flawless pink powder. So it's not making, it won't make you look too done up, but like the skin's gonna look really smooth. It doesn't dry your face out. Like right now, I feel like you can see that my face is nice and smooth, but it doesn't look dry and heavy and cakey. This is such a beautiful product. Highly recommend it. They also did come out with a shade called Honey that is for tan to deeper complexion. So check that shade out if you're interested in, like, you know, not the pink shade, but just a warmer shade for your complexion. Amazing. Okay, lastly, we're gonna end with a little body care, fragrance, couple skincare products, and we'll be done. So I fell in love with the brand called Naturium, okay? Stephanie, Vivian, Dash, y'all know y'all are the biggest influencers for the brand. So this is a brand sold at Target. I think I would say price point of their products are gonna be between like $15 and maybe $30. So kind of mid-range in terms of price point, but for skincare, pretty affordable, right? But when I say these perform at like La Mer price points, oh, so stunning. So my absolute favorite product from them is their Plant Ceramide Rich Moisture Cream. This is a moisturizer, and when I first tried it, if you don't know, I love La Mer, like absolutely love La Mer, probably more than I should, okay? Their moisturizer, absolutely one of my favorites. I love the eye cream, like the list goes on, okay? When I first tried this Plant Ceramide moisturizer, I immediately thought, Creme de la Mer moisturizer. What? Huh? Because what size is this? This is 50 grams. So that's like 1.7 ounces, maybe 2 ounces. So this pretty much performs like a $300 moisturizer. And this cost me a whopping $30, $25 to $30. This is such a beautiful, rich, thicker moisturizer. I love to use this at night, but sometimes I'll use it during the day if my skin just feels a bit dry. When I say the moisturization from this is top notch, and I might go ahead and say this is better than La Mer because the ingredients are much more clean than some of the ingredients that are in La Mer. I still love La Mer. I will still buy that moisturizer because it just makes me feel some type of way, but I ain't got to rush to buy it because this moisturizer literally does it for me. I am not dressing up the state here. And then the other product that I really have been enjoying is their Marshmallow Root Barrier Balm. So this is a product that's going to like lock in your moisturization and really help to boost it overnight. You can do it in the day, but it's mostly a product that you use at night. So when I use this product, I'll put on, you know, my serums. I will add a moisturizer on top because you know me, I can't have enough glow and moisturization. Then I'll put this on top as my last step to just lock in that moisture. And when I wake up in the morning, honey, get you some Naturium. I also just purchased their newest launch, their sunscreen SPF 50. I have really been enjoying that. That's going with me on my vacation. I'll report back how it protects my skin. But like when I say you got to try Naturium, go ahead and give them a try. I need to try more from them because I just have been blown away, okay? Okay, then I talked about in my Dior video some skincare products that I purchased from them, and Oh, I have been loving them. Okay, so the Miss Dior body cream makes me feel like I am a billion-dollar individual, okay? It's so beautiful. It smells like Blooming Bouquet and Miss Dior together. If you've tried those fragrances, this is a beautiful, like rich, creamy moisturizer, and the packaging is glass. It's nice and weighted, and it just makes me feel special. Like, definitely not a need. Nobody needs to spend this much money on a moisturizer, but I like it, and it makes me smile, and it makes me happy, and I have not regretted the purchase. So really have been enjoying that. I also picked up their moisturizing body milk. So this is a thinner formula than the body cream, and here we go, just so you can see what it looks like. And it has the same scent of like Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. It just smells so good. It's, once again, not a necessity, but I have, you know, the older I get, I really like investing in luxurious body care products. So I got a sample of, let me get it out of my purse. I got a sample of Dior. Dior's been taking all my coins the past couple months, and I'm just like, well, just take them. Go ahead and take them. So I got this little mini size of their Beautifying Body Milk in the J'adore scent. Stunning. This is gonna be my next full-size purchase. I just, like I said, it's not a need, but if you like fragrance and you really like for your fragrance to like be layered, and you want to start with like your bath regimen, these two products really have given me that feel of making me feel like I am using luxurious products. I am just happy with how I smell throughout the day, and it makes me happy. So I have been loving those. And then I probably should have started with these two products. So we've got the Shimmering Rose Sorbet Body Gel, and then we have the Rose Granita Shower Milk. Sorry if you hear a lot of noise in the background. My parents just arrived, so like everybody's in there talking. I'm trying to wrap this up. Okay, so the body gel, both of these products smell like Blooming Bouquet. Phenomenal, okay? The body gel, I like it, but it does not have a lather, and I like for my body gels to lather. So I feel like I used too much of this product trying to get it to lather before I realized it doesn't lather. And for me, instead of putting this on like a loofah, your washcloth, I just say put it on your hand and just rub it onto your body after you've cleansed yourself. Because this is, I mean, I'm not saying it's not gonna cleanse you, but you know, mentally I feel like I'm not cleansed because it doesn't lather. So I'll just wash myself, and then when I'm feeling like, you know, I want a little extra grooming to my routine, I'll just put this on, and I usually just put it on the top half of my body because it's not a lot. Like, I'm almost done with this. This is 2.5 fluid ounces, and I'm like, give me more or let it go a little further. Like, this is a beautiful product, but I just feel like we're just going too fast, especially for the price point. So I just wish this gave me a little bit more, but I really enjoy using it. I gotta think about purchasing it again because I'm flying through it, you know? So I don't know. If it were bigger and it gave me a little lather, I would most definitely repurchase it without thinking twice about it. However, the shower milk gives me what I like. So this is actually a exfoliator. It's a really gentle exfoliator. So I'll go in, cleanse my body, and then go in with this. This actually gives me this makes me feel more clean than the shower gel does, because I can see like the exfoliation. It doesn't lather, but it gives me like a good mixture with the water. This is beautiful. No questions asked, I would repurchase this easy. I'll think about the body gel. But I have been enjoying both of them nonetheless, and I would recommend them, but just know if you buy, if like you purchase the body gel, don't use it as your actual cleanser, because it may not make you feel as clean if you're like me and you want a lather. Okay, and then fragrances. We've been talking about Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. This is nothing new. I love it. It's been a love for me for years at this point, and just having these body care products by Dior, I've just been reaching for this a whole lot more. Just smells so great. So I'm not gonna spend a lot of time there because I think I talked about that last month. But two fragrances, I'm not gonna say you need them, but if you have them, mix them. And if you don't have them, but you think you want them, get them. Okay, so Kayali's Yum Pistachio Gelato fragrance. I picked this up during the Sephora savings event. Have not regretted it one stinking bit. This smells just phenomenal. So we have pistachio, so we have hazelnut, sweet rum, whipped cream, marshmallow, cotton candy. So sweet, but very soft. Very enveloping, but not suffocating. Like just a gentle, sweet, mature, like when I say mature sweet, it doesn't smell like, you know, like little girl sweet fragrance, but this smells like a mature, like grown woman, like I'm doing my thing, sweet fragrance. It's beautiful, okay? Beautiful by itself. Projection is nothing overwhelming. And this lasts about a good 6 or so hours throughout the day. Like amazing, right? And then I was gifted by a really good friend of mine, Delina Exclusive by Parfums de Marly, okay? And I said, this is amazing. I already knew I wanted it, and they got it for me because they remembered hearing me mention, like, I got Delina, I love it, I smell exclusive, I want to get that next, and they purchased it for me. So you know who you are, you know I love you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I've already thanked them, but like, you know, I know they watch my videos. I love this, right? So one day I said, I want to wear exclusive, but I want to mix it with some pistachio. Oh, honey. Oh, why did I do that? This has been the fragrance combo that I have been wearing for about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks straight. Get you some if you think you want it. I'm not going to force you to do anything. But if you think you want both, get them both. If you have one or the other and you've been eyeing the other, get it. And if you have both and you have not mixed them, it's one of the most amazing combinations I've tried to date. So Exclusive is very creamy sweet, like a very creamy sweet. And the projection is a little more intense. I would say that this fragrance is not going to be like suffocating, but it is a bit stronger. So mixing the two, I think we get a really good balance of like creamy sweet. And I think the Exclusive allows for the Kayali to last longer. Oh, it just makes me feel like summertime fine. Beautiful combination for the summer. I wouldn't necessarily say I would wear both of these in the winter time because this just reminds me of like bright summer candy feels. But honestly, let me not say that because I probably will pop these two one of this in the winter time too. Such a great combination. Both of these are outstanding by themselves, but together, just a whole nother world of amazing. So guys, that is it. Those are all of my favorites from the month of June. Let me know down in the comment section what some of your favorites were from the month of June. And if you've made it to this point in the video and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining the Glam Girl Squad because we'd love to have you. And guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in my very next video. Bye, guys.